All right, welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready for Matt, Murdy, and JP. Looks like Lance stepped away to get some water. We were talking quickly about Brian Kelly's Dragon Lords. Actually, let's get into the game quick. Looks like Matt Murray has the Necropotence hand. It's otherwise pretty weak. Uh, JP has a Mindbreak Trap, which is awesome in this matchup, but nothing else. A whole bunch of air. Let's see who has the play. The play is in JP's hands. If I'm Matt Murray, I'm very scared about this hand, but I probably keep it. I don't like Necropotence on turn one very often. If you play Necropotence, it's great on turn one, but I feel like life for cards in this meta is pretty weak. Uh, that said, it looks like JP is playing a super slow control deck, and so Necropotence is just amazing in that spot. So I'm imagining we're going to see Gitaxian Probe, see that his opponent has air. Um, actually, if we probe, we can't cast Necro. Immediately. Okay, well it doesn't matter because JP mulligans. JP's going to have Force of Will and
No,
air.
Matt
Matt
doesn't
also
mulligan.
mulligans. Interesting. I would have kept that hand.
No, that hand is garbage. You
Matt
scooped a
hand.
Force of Will.
Sure, but we have two draws. Like we can hit cards. If we're gonna play this deck, we have to play ballsy, right? I don't know.
He's on the draw though.
You have to Pikula it. Look, what does that change a Force of Will hand?
You have to Pikula. That's what his deck name is, isn't it? He
Yeah,
called it.
it's Holy Pikula. I would have 100% Pakula that and kept that in 100%.
Pikula. Pikula that.
I would
Be a
approach.
bad player. Is that what we're saying right now?
No, I wouldn't be.
What
Hold on.
what is the definition of Pikulaing?
I don't know. Make, I I think making meddling mage is
Okay.
pretty sweet. I mean, Chris Pikula is awesome. He's probably my favorite not Rich Shea person in the VSL.
He makes
I,
lots of misplays though.
I mean, we all make misplays.
Yeah. He let he did you see last week? Or was it last week or the week before?
Which
He walked
well,
his blade steel into a chain of vapor.
he knew he was gonna twist her into the tendrils. So what's the problem? All right, look at Matt hitting the duress like a champ. If
Right.
I'm JP, I heavily consider forcing, even though
So he's gonna
actually
duress this turn, then he sets up a wheel next turn, I guess. I guess you wheel next turn.
we can't wheel with no mana floating. That's terrible. Like good old JP not using the reveal hand function. I like it.
Take the force, right? I mean the mode does
Uh,
nothing.
I actually
The
take
E
click.
the E
Oh,
does almost nothing.
you can't take click, so I take
You
force.
can't take like yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Thoughtseize. I take force.
I mean,
Like
yeah. It's it's
most
for- it's
relevant game
it's
one.
force or it's force or EE. I think you just take the force.
Yeah, we don't have any Moxin and mode's irrelevant game one, right? We can take mode, but we don't want it. Yeah, so JP enticed him to take the mode. So JP draws the island. If I'm JP, I play Flooded Strand
Yeah.
to let Matt know I have it. Yeah. I also double crack on Matt's end step. We don't want to draw a fourth land. Matt's gonna draw.
He's
He
just gonna
plays.
play it at 0, so he can pop end of turn if Matt decides to drop a Mox, or if he decides to drop a Straw 7, he has an
Well,
EE to play still.
yeah, no, it's 100% right. I think for JP to do that. If I'm Matt here, I go preordain, see what happens, and then play Bloodstained Mire. I do not Spirit Guide into Wheel. I'm not afraid of Click yet. And if JP does click me, he has to choose Will or Wheel. Either one, I'm fine with keeping. With this preordain though, I would like Matt to play around the click, expecting it to come. So if Matt hits a spicy card, he should leave it second from the bottom.
Why didn't he get a red source?
Because he has Spirit Guide, but I don't. I agree that that's wrong. He should definitely have gotten bad lands there, especially with Underground Sea in hand already. Like he already has blue covered, so I would definitely want to get red covered, and then black is our primary color. So I also don't like cracking the fetch before the preordain. I guess it takes a land out of our deck.
I mean, it puts the you can bottom the cards for the next draw, but not getting a red source doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. It should have been a Badlands. I mean,
So what does he see? He sees.
hold on.
Did he show us what he got?
Is Wheel his only main deck card? He didn't shuffle him.
Oh,
Uh,
Spirit Guide.
he put a Delta on the bottom and drew the Mox.
He can hard cast a Spirit Guide.
I don't like that at all.
I was just messing with it, but yeah. Um, is Wheel his only main deck card?
This is only main deck Red Sting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then he's fine to get an Underground Sea because he has Spirit Guide for it. He may get punished if JP has the balls to click down the wheel. Then we're in another whole world of hurt. The Mind Break Trap's a pretty savage draw for JP.
Why would you not? Why would you not be clicking upkeep?
Once they get him after the draw, gets an extra card this way.
Oh, right, yeah, after the draw, yeah.
I don't like not. Oh wow, the Academy's not that great. It could be good later, but it's not great now.
There's an EE in play, so.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can still
that's not.
tap for mana. Like
It'll get one use basically of actual.
there's a
mana.
will in hand. Like come on,
Yeah,
let's not get out of hand.
it might eventually be good.
If I'm JP, the card I put to the bottom is Wheel.
Right now, Valerian's like a restricted island.
I put Wheel on the bottom because Will does nothing yet. Will's the card that may beat us eventually, but Wheel will force this game faster into my opponents. Also, we have
Oh.
Mind Break Trap, and we don't want to get hit by that.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely put the Wheel bottom.
Yeah, JP Wheels. All right, so let's see what it is.
So he wants to draw a gas spell off this, some sort of tutor.
That would be good.
Yeah, there's a tutor. Yeah.
So we're still gonna pass turn. We're gonna go if I'm Matt, I go Academy Mox go try to entice the East pop. I want him to pop it as soon as possible. I don't care if we trade just a Mox Jet for it. Oh no, we already played Underground Sea. Or he put it into play already. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Every mana matters when you play Storm. Ryan said if he's gonna cast Simeon Spirit Guide, he should have taken the moat with the duress. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean,
It was more of a joke about casting the Simeon Spirit
we
Guide.
all know it was a joke. It was just it was being funny too. All right, so we took 3. We're end stepping Mystical. That's resolving. Are we doing the twist here?
No. I want a tutor.
Like,
Why not get a petition or a demonic?
well, why?
You have
What are we
you
gonna
don't-
get?
You have a Yogwell in your hand. You don't want to lose the Yogwell.
So petition, but like, all right. So we petition into Lotus. We Lotus into Will, and then we would duress Lotus petition.
No, you did. I would petition into like Necro or something. It's gonna go.
No, I think hold on. Assuming our opponent has
Does he have lethal right now?
let's count through it. Assuming that JP has nothing, which we can see.
Yeah, but you don't want to assume that.
Well, we did see it. We saw his hand was Moat and 2 unknown cards. So in 2 draws, he would have to draw.
So in his last 3 draws, he's drawn land and 2 unknowns.
Right. My point is that the only unknown that really beats us is Mind Break Trap or Flusterstorm, right?
Force
Both
and blue card.
Force and blue card as well. Okay. So I mean, Force blue card is a very low number. Mind Break Trap is usually not played main. If it is, it's 1 or 2. And Flusterstorm is usually not played very heavily. I would think we would go for it. If we get Dark Petition,
I don't want to go for it. Yeah, I mean, I want to
if we get
keep
Dark
at least
Petition,
some sort of backup.
if we get Dark Petition, we can play Petition into Lotus, Lotus into Will. From the Will, we get Lotus Petition.
Well, I mean, we know that
we have
that's not gonna.
Moksha
Yeah.
as well. We have the Moksha as well and Tendrils. So we have lethal.
Yeah, it's a kill, but I mean, you're opening yourself up to Force of Will. You're using all of your resources to try and kill.
So apparently Matt Murray has the Paul Mastriano deck with 2 Black Lotuses. He's saying. So I don't know what the situation is, how we were going to handle that.
The Paul Mastriano version.
Yeah, he's got 2 Lotuses. That's the way you always have to
Who was it that was playing with two Tinkers in the tournament?
That
Was
was
it
not
Ryan? Was it
that was
Fisher?
not Paul Mastroianno. That was Ryan Fisher, and he
It was Fisher, right?
accidentally.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
it was an
That's
accident.
hilarious. I know. He
He
like
traded Yawgmoth's will for the Tinker. It wasn't like he
he
had.
DQ'd himself. Yeah, but it was just funny.
He not only conceded his match, he removed himself from the tournament, but he also was playing without Yawgmoth's will in a vault keep. So like
He
it
subbed out the
was
second. He subbed out the Yawgmoth will for a second Tinker.
well. What happened was he had 59 cards, didn't figure out what it was, and just threw a Tinker in. Is what happened. But trust me, Fish felt terrible about that, and he's a great guy.
I know. It was just.
All right, so we have a memory jar slash Black Lotus apparently. I don't know what the ruling's going to be here from Sam. Sam is the commissioner. I don't know how we're going to do it. We can't really exile the Lotus right now.
I mean, then Matt has a 59 card deck, and he could have opened the game with the Lotus, right? I guess at this point.
All right. Well, they're going to continue playing, which is a very interesting ruling. No, you guys can't remake now. We're way too into this game. Exile second Lotus and just give up the jar. I think that's the best. All right, Sam is making sure that both players are okay with this ruling because it's an unconventional deviation. It's part of dealing with the fact that we're on an online program.
Well, I mean, this could happen in real life.
It could happen in real life. It's very unlikely that you have two Black Lotuses in your deck. It's not like Tinker.
Well, it's a much more expensive card than.
All right, so it looks like Matt's going to get Ancestral Recall and try to leverage cards. He is under a clock, so it's a little sketchy.
Yeah, I don't really understand Ancestral here, but.
Yeah, I mean, it also opens us up to if one of the cards our opponent drew is Mental Misstep, that would be real bad for us.
I mean, they probably would have messed up the Mystical, I guess, is what he's thinking.
No way.
But,
No way. I would always let Mystical resolve.
but you can easily get something that was not.
What are they going to get?
A tutor.
So we're going to duress.
Oh, yeah.
Duress away Mind Make Trap seems good. Do we have lethal here? No, we have to wait another turn. We're gonna have to wait one more turn.
You don't even know if you're gonna get you when you Yogg will, all you get is an Ancestral now. I mean, you got a Mystical and Ancestral, I guess. But
Mystical Dark Petition.
Yeah.
Dark Petition, Ancestral into that and win. He's got a deterministic kill.
Yeah, I think you're bottlenecked on mana a little bit, but
he's got Academy. He's gonna get 2 artifact hits off that.
1, 2.
I'm pretty certain he's deterministically got this.
4, 5. He's 5 mana in his hand. 6 is untapped land. That's not enough mana.
He's gonna have 8 mana next turn. The petition makes 3. You're right. He needs another ritual-esque effect, or I don't like the Moxes here. What's he doing?
I have no idea. Trying to get him to pop the EE.
Oh, he's playing both of
them. Definitely not play the Chrome.
He's going for it. No, he's going to win. He's trying to win. He's going full on.
He's just gonna take the random 3 from the Ancestral.
He's going full on Pikula, my friend.
Man, he's really going full Pikula here. This is pretty sure not how you're supposed to play Storm, but I don't. Who knows? I'm not a very good Storm player, so. Playing to non-deterministic lines seems.
Ryan, he mystical for Ancestral Recall. That was the card he chose. I think the Ancestral was fine. It was a little sketchy because 2 cards were drawn by, or 3 cards were drawn by JP, one of which was a land.
I mean,
the Ancestral was fine. I think the Duress, once he hit Duress, casting Duress was fine. I don't like Mox, Chromox, Will, whatever he's going to do right now.
Spirit Guide is exiled, not in his graveyard.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
I hope he doesn't think that he can. Okay, he's
I don't think he does. I think he just like. Even if he did think that, what value does he get? He's not even going to get a land drop off of this. Am I correct?
Yeah, he just used the Flareon.
So he's going to get
Flareon.
So his turn's going to be Ancestral for 3, and then Tutor,
and then Mystical into what?
I don't know.
Stefan?
I can't answer your question. I'm just telling you those are like he's not going to preordain after the Ancestral, right? That doesn't seem right.
I mean, if he doesn't have anything.
I mean, the best card, but like the best card in your deck, or the
The best
best
card in your
spell
deck to get
like
right
has
now
to
is
be better
now
than
in the exile zone because you just played it.
yes. I'm saying the best spell left in his deck has to be better than preordain, right? Like, doesn't that make sense to us?
Oh, well, you have 3 blue right now. I mean, it all depends on what you draw off this.
I thought he only had one. Did he screw up something?
Because it's Chrome Mox.
Oh, he was waiting for priority to activate it.
He had 1 floating still off the Tolarian after Yogg willed.
Yeah, Matt was saying that JP had to wait for priority after resolution of will to use engineered, which he's right about. Um, did we draw 3? Yeah, we drew 3.
We drew Petition.
We still need a black source though. We didn't hit it. So
That's why, yeah, this is a bad
2.
line.
Well, hold on.
Um,
We have to preordain, right? We use the blue to preordain and try to hit Dark Ritual. Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Matt.
I mean,
we can hit Dark
you can
Ritual.
try. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you
With
can
my,
hit, Ritual or Cabal Ritual or Dark Ritual.
yeah, either Ritual
Either
hits.
either either one
Mox
gets
Jet's
here.
gone. Mox Jet's gone. He has Lotus still. Because the one that's exiled is the Lotus that was extra. Alright, so Yawgmoth's Bargain went to the bottom. There's another card he's looking at. So I can't. If he's going to put Bargain on the bottom, the card that he's. The next. Okay. He left Probe on top, which I don't like. My reasoning for this is that he already has Lethal Storm without it. So the Probe is. Wait, what? He did bottom the Probe and then drew Mana Volt. So he's got a Mystical Tutor for.
What does Mana Vault do? Why does he want that?
No. He put 2 cards on the bottom. He put Bargain and Probe on the bottom and drew the 3rd. He didn't have a choice.
Okay.
And he's right to put the Probe on the bottom.
Yeah, he doesn't. You already saw the hand.
Doesn't want to waste life.
Paying 2 life doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I would have considered keeping keeping the Bargain, because Bargain, based on our hand, we win the game next turn.
He Mysticals for Desire. Okay. Oh wow.
He has a huge Desire next turn.
Yeah, but
No, he probably wins next turn off Desire. Like, I look at this.
probably yeah.
He's got Desire for 6, and that's assuming that he gets like nothing relevant with Petition. He could even Petition Chain.
It's just very not deterministic.
I mean, it's the best he can do, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he had to blow Will already. That mental misstep is not going to be super huge because it's only going to counter Mana Volt, which isn't going to do anything.
It counters 4 mana, but yeah.
It counters 3 mana, right? Like, not 4.
There's a Tolarian and there's a.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So that's Storm 1. That is going to get misstepped for Storm 3.
It gives
Actually,
him
he may not. I wouldn't misstep this because it's going to give him another Desire copy. Yeah, JP's going to
give him another copy of Desire or give him 4 mana. That's the question.
I'd give him 4 mana in a heartbeat. As someone who has faded Desire for 11 before,
Yeah.
I never want to give my opponent another Mind's Desire trigger.
I mean, he has Petition here.
Right, JP doesn't know he has Petition, so like he can't play around it.
Yeah. So you Petition first, I think, to get more Storm.
I don't think he actually can. Yeah, so he should have petitioned first and got a mana
He gets the
source.
3 mana, right? Yeah.
He didn't, though.
Yeah.
He just cast Desire.
You know your opponent's hand. You know your opponent's hand is dead. You can petition for a Lotus. Yeah.
JP said wait, I don't know why. I would have gotten Lotus, or I would have gotten even like Mox or something like that.
Volt, Mental Misstep, Crypt, Desire.
Mox Pearl as well.
Mox Pearl.
So DT gets Cabal or gets Dark Ritual. Okay, we have the Ritual Chain.
It's 4 mana. He has lethal.
I think Tinker gets this Lotus. Yeah, he could have had another copy, but
you have a tutor and you have ritual. You can get.
JP should be conceding, but he's not. It's fine.
You have 20 mana.
Matt should have definitely led with Duress. This is wrong, but it doesn't matter. He knows JP's hand.
He knows his hand. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is, just for the Storm. I don't understand why JP's not conceding. He's dead on board, and he knows Storm. And JP is not of the Sullivan I never scoop line.
No,
Holy
definitely not.
Pikula. That's right, Ryan. Holy Pikula. Matt did it. He definitely should have petitioned earlier. I think he should have. The petition in his hand should be cast for a mana source. Like he probably counted, thought like, oh, I only have 5 mana after petition, and didn't think that he could get Mox Sapphire, Black Lotus, or something of the like. And that's why we didn't see that line.
You lose two copies of Desire. Um,
Yeah, it was definitely a mistake, but
Potentially very risky.
his 5 were great, so it didn't matter.
And you could generate another mana too while going through the petition.
Yep.
All right, so here's Holy Pikula.
Holy Pikula. It's exactly Chris's list, which is Chris said he got the list from Reed Duke, who is a very notable Storm pilot from days of old. Looking at it, the sideboard, I bring in the defense grids. We saw blue-white, right? I bring in empty. Even though we saw Supreme Verdict, we have to respect it. Even though we saw Supreme Verdict and Moat, I still think we bring in empty.
Reed's not that old of a Storm player, is he? I don't know. My concept of time is messed up.
He
But
hasn't
he top-aided Worlds, what, 2 years ago?
No, it was longer than that. It was the
Three
year
years
that
ago?
Joel. It was 3 years ago. Because last year was or the previous year to now was Brian.
Oh, right. Yeah. It was someone with Joel. Yeah, that's 3
That
years
was
ago.
Joel. It was 3 years ago that Reed did it. But before that, Reed hadn't played Vintage forever, and he played a list from like 2008 or 2007.
What probes in it?
Well, he jammed 4 probes in it, and that was it.
I mean, you could say that this is a list from 2008 plus 4 probes plus 4 petitions, right?
Okay.
So
There is a windfall, Sean.
he can bring it. Can he bring in Sad Sack here?
I would not bring into the Six Sacrament. That seems like it's a card to take away win conditions, like not to take away hate cards for us. And JP showed us click, which means he has very many win conditions. Here we go. Here's JP's. JP has at least 4 win conditions.
I
He has
mean,
standstills.
he could be on like a Matt Murray. I play like 1 win con on my deck, and
So
if
yeah,
you
actually,
Sad Sack me, you would just eliminate any chance I have of winning the game.
if Matt Murray had JP's list, he would 100% board into the Six Sacrament, but he didn't. Oh, I didn't see. Did JP have Mistress Factories? I didn't look at his list. He's playing Standstill, so I assume he does. If he has the Standstills, or if he has the Factories, I don't bring it in.
He has 3 factories, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not happy about Sad Sack then. There's no way I bring that in. We just play the game we're supposed to play. That Either One Cannon is going to do a real big beating.
Defense just bringing.
Oh,
He
hold
brings
on.
out
No,
defense
no,
grids.
no, no. Hold on. We're playing the amazing deck of awesome. If I'm Matt Murray here, I cast turn 1 bargain, right? We have 3.
The amazing deck of awesome.
5. No, we're 1 short of bargain.
He drops grid turn 1.
Yeah, we're gonna play grid. Well, I like to play aggressive when I'm playing Storm. The way I play.
Why would you not grid protect yourself?
Because you just go for it. You can't let your opponent get
out of force of will. All of your lines walk right into force of will.
Listen, when you're playing Storm,
I know you like the do you have force of will test, but I mean there's no reason to do that here.
When you're playing Storm, you can't wait. You just gotta go.
You have defense grid. That's why you play the card.
I like winning.
He's gonna disenchant it.
He's definitely gonna cast Either Sworn Canonist and not cast Disenchant.
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
If I'm JP, there's no way in hell I don't cast Either Sworn Canonist.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Like, that card's gonna win the game.
Alright, so Matt has Tinker. Does he have the robot installed in his deck?
He has it was in the sideboard. I would bring it in. Just because post board you want to be able to attack from different avenues. Yeah, there's Nick Cannon, which is what I call Either Sworn Canonist.
Is it Mariah Carey in the picture then?
She's too white for Mariah. Not enough curves. So we're tinkering away. Mox Sapphire completely protected. We're gonna throw down a Blightsteel Colossi. I imagine that's what I imagine Matt boarded it in, and barring a amazing draw of exactly Swords to Plowshares, we are going to. Wait, what?
What this match? What the hell is he doing?
All
He
right, so
did
cool.
Kari.
Clearly didn't board in the robot,
Okay.
right? Like
Yes.
that
Yes.
that has to be what happened.
Yes. There's no robot in his deck. Okay.
Mana drain.
Disenchant. You
No, we don't disenchant.
disenchant. Do you disenchant the grid or you disenchant the Lotus?
Um,
You're disenchanting something. Disenchanting the Lotus. He just tinkered for it.
Defense grid symmetrical, right? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I would have popped it for mana.
To do what?
Pretend I had a tutor. Got a bluff, Lance.
No. It's a waste of time.
Sweet. So I'm assuming that this means that Matt didn't board in his robot.
Oh
That has
man.
to be the
This
case.
candidate's beating to these rituals in his hand. This
Yes.
is what happens when you play actual Storm Hate, right?
I mean, yes. If JP had one more blue source, this game would be done with double drain with
he, un-
drain and just over.
he untaps next turn for Flusterstorm, so
Oh, actually, hold on. Here comes
here we go.
bargain.
He has one, two. No, he doesn't have double black for bargain. He can't bargain.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Can't cast
geez.
anything in his hand. He doesn't have double black.
Yeah, we're done. This game's over. There's too much protection for the Either Sworn Canonist, and that card's too good. Without access to Blightsteel Colossus, we can't really win. And without Blightsteel Colossus, we are irrelevant. Like, it doesn't help us.
We won't, so this is just game two with another game.
Yeah. Well, JP could punt and play Jace here. I don't think he will.
GP has. I mean, he has the biggest punt I've ever seen in my life. So
Oh, the animate the Graph Digger's Cage attacking the dredge.
it was wonderful. Yes.
That one's pretty bad. I don't know. There's some bad ones out there. That one's pretty rough. I mean, I told you about the time that I let someone therapy my hand, and then they flashback to Ancient Grudge targeting my Graph Digger's Cage. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, you don't understand Graph Digger's Cage, so that actually
I
makes
don't.
sense from you.
In my defense, many other players do not understand Graph Digger's Cage. The entire VSL doesn't know what the card does. Every time they're commentating, they're like blah 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 blah, and then someone's like, "There's a Graph Digger's Cage in play. They can't stink or will or this or that." Um, okay, so Matt drew up to 8. Um, if I'm in Matt's shoes, looking at this, I discard Necropotence. And I cast Ancestral on JP's turn. I heavily dislike casting Ancestral on our turn.
It's defense grid.
Oh, we can't. Oh, it's symmetrical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even cast it on the opponent's turn.
Well, you could if you played another mana source, but you're right. Oh wow, JP let him draw. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty a pretty tough read.
I mean, what is he doing? He's playing lands and stuff. It's pretty slow. You just counter his threats. He can only cast one threat a turn.
I still discard Necropotence here.
Just discard a probe. They're useless.
They're not useless. There are other cards later, and then like we can cast Probe and find out what we have to play around. I definitely don't like Necropotence because if we're gonna cast it, we're gonna cast Dark Petition too.
Yeah. We're pretty low on life. I mean, yeah, you're right. Necro's pretty useless, but I mean, he has a bunch of bad cards in his hand.
You're not wrong, but I would have thrown Necro.
So he has 3 counter spells for 3 more attacks.
Another drain's pretty brutal.
3 counter spells for 3 more attacks is gonna put him at.
It would put him at 3, but realistically, I think
realistically he's at 1 because of Fairy Conclave.
He's gonna hit him he's gonna put him to 0 with the Conclave because now he just fetched to 8. Right? He's gonna go to I'm
he's at 0. Yeah, this game's over. Matt doesn't know it yet, but the game's over.
I think JP should have actually swung with the Conclave last turn because of Either Sworn Canonist stopping Matt from casting spells. I just think that would have been correct.
No, because the second he top stacks a black source, he can start doing stuff. That's what the constraint was.
Wait, what?
5 petition for.
He's
I
gonna
don't
get a
know.
bounce spell. He gets a bounce spell. Like that's the petition, but it's gonna get drained. Snap drain. Oh,
Cost
he had to
5.
keep.
Cost
Yeah, it
5,
costs
but
5. Yeah, it costs 5, Matt, for JP. JP's treating it like Trinisphere. And that's why he didn't attack, and why we're bad at this, or why I'm bad at this game sometimes. I was also doing what JP was doing. I was treating it like 5, or like 3, but it's
oh,
not.
okay, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
no,
3.
it's 5,
It's
yeah,
+3, so it would be 5.
yeah. I mean, he's a counter for every turn, so all his counter spells are like time walks right now because of this canonist.
He's gonna be able to drain off that petition, or cruise off that petition. So he's gonna do that for sure. He can keep Buster Storm up through it.
Yeah, he could. I mean, I guess if he hits a land, there's no negative, but if
Three,
he doesn't
three
hit
and
a
five,
land, then there's
3 and 5 is 8. He only needs 1 blue source to treasure cruise.
he just let the mana die. He doesn't
No,
need to.
he didn't let the mana die. He put it up and didn't drop it. He probably screwed us up. I would have definitely voted. There's no reason not to vote.
Well, the reason to not boat is you want to leave Drain and Flusterstorm up, not just Fluster.
I mean, I don't know. I think you're very a high chance to hit a mana source in 3, and if you don't, you still have Fluster Storm to sit back on. The only way, like Matt, but when Matt goes for petition, it shows he needs the bounce spell. Any bounce spell he casts is going to be hit
Yeah.
by Fluster Storm.
It's kind of interesting that Matt is basically locked under his own grid.
Oh,
What's
I don't.
he doing? What is it? What is this?
I know what he's doing. He's gonna E out Vamp with the other 4 mana. That's right. He's fine. He wants to Vamp on his opponent's turn. He's right. The probe pushes him through. He could hit a mana source here. He's right. I like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Matt's conceding to the slew of counter spells.
He's skipping. Well, there's a misstep. His vamp was just gonna get misstepped, and then his whatever he drew, whatever he did the next turn was just gonna get drained.
All right. Well, we're going to game 3 now. Matt's definitely going to have his sideboard hate for either Sworn Canonist at the ready.
He'll actually have put a Tinker target in his deck.
All right. So JP's going to have Canonist, double Steel Sabotage, double Disenchant, probably double Tormod's Crypt, or Dressed in Pieces. I saw Treasure Cruise in his hand in game 2, so I doubt he brought in the Rest in Pieces. He probably just brought in the Tormod's Crypts, if he brought in Graveyard Hated at all. First Dark Petition, I actually like bringing in Rest in Peace. So I don't like leaving in the Treasure Cruise in JP's deck. Since he has EE, I would have boarded out the Verdicts. I would have definitely boarded out Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time. Oh, there's Echoing Truth too. For sure, I would have boarded out Verdict.
He has 5 removal spells that is terrible.
Well, he only needs like a couple. He doesn't need 5.
Echoing Truth is fine because Echoing Truth answers some stuff.
Yeah.
It's answered a Blight Steel.
Also Echoing Truth also hits Blightsteel, right? So that's super important.
You can take out Dragonlord Orange Juice maybe, if you need another card.
You mean OK Cupid? Okay, so I started to ask everyone when the game started last time. OK Cupid or Orange Juice for Ochitai as the make fun of it name. Chat, you get to decide which one's more funny. Okay, so JP plays 2 missteps, of course, instantly has it, which it will hit Ancestral Recall if he tries to cast it, which Matt won't play into. JP will be able to get Drain online. He now has double Drain. JP's hand is super sweet. I imagine Matt's going to Time Walk to try to hit some stuff here. I would cast Ponder first and see if I could bait the misstep. Quite possible.
Sure. You also want to fetch for the Ponder.
Okay, so he's gonna lead with Probe, follow that up with Ponder and Ancestral or Time. I definitely like this better for Matt than what I was thinking, because the second Probe should resolve. There's no we've only drawn another Drain. There's no reason to hide it. I think that All right, so that resolves. Matt's gonna draw his card. If I draw a land, I cast Time Walk. I still think I like Time Walk here.
No, Ponder.
Unless we have Tinker in our deck, Time Walk is pretty... like
You
awkward.
you 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 want the fetch land for your ponder after you ponder, so now you can take one card from this instead of having to take multiples.
Yeah, but now we can't cast our ancestral. Like,
You can.
no, we know JP has misstep. We've seen this hand like 15 times. There's no way we can just run out ancestral into that.
Doesn't really change anything though, does it? Does us playing time walk instead change anything?
We could draw cards. We draw an extra card that way, right? Like we turn our time walk into a card, and he's gonna have drain up next turn. We could draw duress. Duress would change things. Okay,
All
I
right. Now
like.
you definitely ancestral right now. You ancestral
Yeah,
that
correct.
eats the yeah
Ancestral for the
misstep.
misstep. Pedal into dark ritual into necro, but we're still facing down double mana drain. Like I'm not super happy about the total things that we're gonna end up with here.
I mean you have 7 cards in hand though again.
I mean, Matt's gonna go for way more than 7. We're playing against control.
I think you
I
do
think.
7 this turn, and you do 7 in the next turn.
I mean, we have
I mean,
time. Well, that's a good point.
you have
You
two
have time.
cards left in hand, yeah, and you'll have 2 cards left in hand, so it's not like you
Yeah,
probably want to keep the time walk.
I mean, Jar's a good card too.
It's okay right now.
So Matt paid 7, so he's gonna lose 2 cards. I think that's fine. I think going a little more is fine. Like you're probably gonna hit some duds, and it's not
Yeah,
like you're under. You know,
I'm just saying you want to be able to do it again the next turn. So
yeah, he's not gonna go for 15 or 14. All right, what did we hit? We hit nothing that interacts with the cards that beat us. This is bad. All right, we're gonna definitely keep Jar and Academy. We're gonna keep Will. I think we throw Delta
both
and
land,
Badlands.
both lands away. Yeah,
Yeah, I like.
they get exiled.
All right, so let's think about this. We have to bait a counter spell out of our opponent's hand. If you're JP, do you counter Dark Ritual with mana drain? I don't think I do. Wasteland's a huge rip, but he can't. I think he has to play Drain. He has to set up.
Mm, it depends what he. It depends if he just has 2 underground seas, but he just necroed, right?
Right. I like to
Um,
keep Drain. So I think I
no,
like Dark
I
Ritual.
probably target his threats, but
We
because he
have
has
to let
double
Dark
black
Ritual.
still.
Right, but so here's the problem. If we let Dark Ritual resolve, that means Cabal Ritual is also going to resolve. Once that happens, he's going to cast Jar, and if he jars JP, he could legitimately like just snap loose to the jar. And then
Yeah,
if he drains the jar, he's gonna will, and the game is over.
I mean, GP doesn't know the hand at all, so
I know. I'm talking from Matt's side, right? Matt doesn't know
yeah.
JP's hand either.
Oh yeah.
He does.
Your line right now is jar walk is what I'm setting up.
Yeah, and then we draw our hand back up. JP is thinking on the ritual. I like this because if Matt doesn't hit a land, it cuts off the Cabal rituals and it cuts off, growing up from here. But I still think we have to let Dark Ritual resolve.
I mean, if you can get him to tap down, then you can go for a will though. If he tries to counter this, I guess you can always just will later, but
All right, Dark Ritual resolves, which I think. Let's see. We have 3 black. If we play Sapphire and Academy, okay, he's just jamming the Cabal, so that's gonna put us up to 6. Now I would have considered countering that in JP's shoes.
no, not if you let the first ritual resolve.
Well, you leave him on 1
He
black.
had threshold. He should have
You leave him on 1 black. Matches
one
up 6.
more, right? JP got it. Or no, you got it. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm quick on the draw. Matt thought he had Blightsteel in his 60. He obviously didn't.
Pretty sad when he tinkered there.
Yeah, he said it lagged out of his deck, which is funny. All right, so the Sapphire resolves. I think we lead with Time Walk. No, we lead with Jar. Yeah. So now JP's in sort of a use it or lose it spot, right? If he doesn't use Mana Drain, and um,
But if he uses his mana, then he doesn't have his mana later in the turn.
well, it's only like so. If we drain the Jar, then what does our opponent have left? Like he's gonna cast Time Walk now, right?
Yeah, you're walking.
And
Um, I
if I'm
think
JP,
I
if
think I
I'm
play
JP,
the
I have
Tolarian.
to. If I'm
I,
JP, I have to bring Time Walk.
I
There's no.
think I walk off the Tolarian.
No, I don't show him Tolarium yet. I just cast Time Walk. We have a black floating. I just cast Time Walk.
You don't want to open up the line to Yogg-Will.
No, I don't want to. What are you talking about? It doesn't. If we're gonna cast Time Walk, it doesn't matter, right? Like we definitely just use the mana. Yeah, we're gonna play Academy afterwards.
Now you drain the walk. You have to drain the walk.
Correct. And I still play Academy.
Yeah, I mean you're getting cards down.
Yeah, I mean I play Academy and draw 6, right? Go to 2.
Do you Yogg-Will right now?
No, we don't have mana. No, I mean I wouldn't Academy. I wouldn't will. What can we do? Is that lethal? Hold on.
I mean you have a bunch of rituals. You need to find something with these
Oh,
probes.
we have Lotus Petal. Hold on. We have.
Yeah.
No, I definitely will. I forgot we had Petal. Petal into Dark Ritual, into Dark Ritual, into Cabal Ritual. We have
That's fine.
Probes, and we have Jar. Just if we can't find a
Yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Ritual
yeah.
in 9 cards, we're probably gonna lose anyway. I like this.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we had Lotus Petal. I thought
Yeah, we have
somebody-
Lotus Petal.
Sean said in chat that we had it, so he was on it. This line is risky. If we whiff on the Jar, we lose. But I think it's a good decision to go for it. All right, here we go. Demonic Tutor right there. So Mind Break Trap's the only card that gets JP out. Oh, I guess Double Force works too.
Double Force. Double Force is pretty good.
Yeah, but the defense. So it's gonna one force is gonna hit Defense Grid, the other force is gonna hit Demonic Tutor.
Matt might regret, not playing this Lotus Petal first before jarring.
Wait, why would he regret that? Oh, because he's gonna counter the pedal.
He's just counter the pedal. He's bottlenecked on the pedal right now. He used his land drop already.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see if JP sees it.
Yeah,
He may miss
Yep,
it. Nope,
yep, he
he
saw
snapped
it.
it off.
Yep,
I don't think JP could have snapped it off any
Wow.
faster.
yep. Matt walked right into that. Yeah, he needs to generate the mana before.
Yeah,
When
and
he was
also
always
because of
playing
the way
force.
Jar and Necro work, he's actually gonna time walk himself here, because he can't draw inside the jar with the Necro.
All these cards get exiled from Matt's hand too.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is that he can't walk inside. He can't Necro inside the jar, so he's gonna have to pass the turn here,
Oh wow, okay, yeah, you're right.
and next
Mhm.
turn he's gonna draw cards. Then he's gonna he's way behind right now, and that's a rest in. Oh, JP loses his hand. What am I saying?
Wait, can you not
I was-
necro? He's necroing. We're gonna have to figure out this ruling now.
Whatever you do, right?
Okay. All right, they
Let
can
me-
stack it.
Let me go read memory jar.
You need to look at the Rata.
They're both at the beginning. No, they're right. He can stack them. All right, so I was wrong. It's not nearly as bad as
Only
I
gets
thought it
5 cards now because he probed. I mean, that's not lethal. Good game. This game's over.
Yep.
Necro locked himself. Yeah, he bottlenecked himself on that pedal, which let him get forced.
I mean, I think if I'm JP, I just force the Dark Ritual. Like, I think it doesn't change anything, right? Like, if I'm JP, I just we have double force, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
you're saying go
Yeah,
all in with the rituals. Okay, okay.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you cast all your rituals and
I thought
your
you meant just pedal, like pedal then crack jar.
no,
Like
no,
you're,
no, no. You pedal and do all your rituals prior to tracking your jar.
uh, got
That doesn't walk you into allowing him to jar. If he jars into any force, he can force your pedal. He knows you already used your land drop, which then means you had to have had a chrome mox or a mox jet in your hand to actually produce black.
yeah,
Yeah, storm can. I mean, that's the way you counter. You cast counter spells in storm. They either bottleneck. They bottleneck. There's lots of spots where they bottleneck, and if you force at the right spot, then you break the chain.
yeah. He didn't channel his inner Pikula well enough.
Oh, maybe he did. That's why he lost.
He went too well. So Sam was saying earlier that there are no more undefeateds. Everybody, there's a couple of 3-1s at the top of the heap.
Yeah, I've live mic for the stream. Yeah, I just was checking it out. Sullivan and Murray were the last two undefeateds, and they both lost tonight. So everyone is 3-1 or worse, which is pretty crazy when you think about it.
Uh, it's gonna be
I
brutal
mean,
for
we have a lot
Sullivan
of
this
really tough.
trimester.
We have a lot of really tough competitors in this league. I wouldn't be surprised if like 6-4 or 6-3 or 5-4 is enough to get into playoffs because there's
Mickey's the
just so
only
many.
Mickey's the only 0-4.